This activity ostensibly is about it replacing the gerund as the subject of the sentence. Instead of saying gerund, we're going to call it the present participle, which is a noun or an adjective being the subject. Sentence type is a complement, since we're using the verb is, am, is, are. It's a complement about the subject. You could also view it as we're saying something definite about the subject. Subject is what, and our subject, as I said, is the present participle. In the second part of the activity, the present participle is being replaced with an it to simplify the sentence, since it can be confusing to have such a large subject on a sentence, and instead they just add it as the infinitive. So do this activity. However, if we want to simplify the activity, keep the class flow moving, we can remove it from the noun clause and use it directly. Studying grammar isn't easy for me. Okay, have the students go through this as a group, the teacher guiding it. We don't need to break off into pairs or anything. Just go through these sentences and do the transformation with the students. These sentences are found in the workbook or the handbook for Chapter 41. We want them to assign adjective to this situation. And to do that, we're going to have them transform it to the present participle so that it's a noun and we can qualify it with an adjective. So hitting the post was disappointing. Okay, that's the first part. Now the students should create their own adjectives for these sentences. That's the first part of the activity. In the second part, they're going to say what else is disappointing. What else can be disappointing? Failing an exam is disappointing with the same adjective as the initial part. The third part of their activity, and they should give some background about the ball hit the post. For example, football player kicked the ball and the ball hit the post. And they should do it as well for failing the exam. The boy studied all year, but he failed the exam. Failing the exam was disappointing. The final part of this activity, they are going to tell the story to their friends. For example, the football player kicked the ball hit the post. Hitting the post was disappointing. The boy studied for the exam all year. The boy failed the exam. Failing the exam was disappointing. So in their final part, they tell the story, as I just said, and they summarize. Hitting the post was not more disappointing than failing the test. You could say it the other way. Failing the test was more disappointing than hitting the post. And then you could ask their classmates if they agree or not.